Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Mr. Fred and Friends. I have got a great show for you tonight. Ryan Courtney says, "Howdy, Fred. Looking forward to another great show." Well, Ryan, you're not going to be disappointed tonight. I have got some of the coolest people on tonight. You ain't going to believe it. And everybody knows I like meeting new people. These guys are great. I can't say enough about them. You're going to absolutely love them. They represent the New York Police Department, and they actually had a team in the WCPL a couple of weekends ago, which we're going to talk about too. I've got Kevin on here tonight. Kevin actually put that together and did a terrific job, just like I knew he would. Absolutely no problem at all. He's a very good guy. Jeff Thompson, how's it going, buddy? And Paul Farrell, first guy out all the time. Joshua, Mr. Estrada, you guys are great. Mark, what's going on, buddy? Appreciate so much you guys all tuning in here to hear these guys. You're gonna absolutely love these guys. And I want to show our support for them because these guys have a pretty tough job. Playing paintball is one thing. These guys are out there in the real world when they're on duty. And it's not easy. And they have nothing but my utmost respect and admiration. They, like I say, they are the front line. They are your first responders. And the guys you're going to meet tonight are absolutely cool. Mr. Tim F., and I'm going to give this a shot, man. Mr. Lou Valindia. I told him earlier, I was talking to him in the green room. I said, oh, my God. I said, if I butcher your name, I said, thank God I got a whole year that I can apologize to this man before I go back to New York, because I stood next to him. I thought I was in a hole. These guys are some terrific guys. You're going to absolutely love them. But real quick, I'm going to give my shout outs because I don't want to drag on too long. I want to get these guys out here. You're gonna like these guys. These guys are definitely worth listening to. They're terrific. And it's all about building paintball, guys, like we always talk about every week. It's real simple. We all work together. We build paintball. That's how it works, period. Individually, we can do a lot. No doubt about it. Collectively, we can really kick some butt. And that's what we do, And that's why I just absolutely love the people that I am honored, actually, to have on my show. And you're going to meet a couple new ones tonight. And you're going to meet a couple I've had on the show quite a bit. And absolutely love them. Kenny Stewart, Paintball Museum. How you doing, buddy? Very good guy. All right, real quick. Let me start out here real quick. Everybody wanted to be on this show tonight because the NYPD was going to be on it. Tim and Lewis were going to be on it. So everybody, hey, can I be on? Can I be on? Well, I can take up to 10 people, but then it looks like I'm talking to postage stamps. So I don't do that. I make my cutoff at 6 people. So I'm going to do a show again next week about the same event. And next week, I'm going to have Marcus Davis on. Marcus Davis and Bart Farmer. They're from England. They wanted to be on here tonight. Marcus is going to stay up 3 o'clock in the morning there. He's ready to go, but I put him off till next week because I already had my set for this week. But next week, I'm going to have guys from England. I'm going to have a guy from France. And I'm going to have guys from Canada. All were at the same WCPL in New York, the paintball sport there. So you're going to want to tune in next week to definitely check it out. Here, Connor. This is my buddy over in, there we go. Put him up. This is my buddy over in Australia because everybody knows I'm pretty lucky. They watch this show in 10 different countries. Kind of blows me away. Heck, I got to beg my wife to watch it. So it's pretty cool. But it's working out. I absolutely love it. And Connor, I wish you nothing but the best. I know you've been going through some bad health problems, but we all pray for you, buddy. Absolutely. So anyhow, next week, Marcus Davis, Bart Farmer. I'm not going to tell you the guy's name from France because I can't, though. But and then Martin from up in Canada is going to be on. Because last week I had the guys from Australia. I did a show with them, Brian DeHare and Peter Martin and Peter Russell. These guys are great. And everybody out there, I told them we were going to put together a package to help them better things with their government over there in Australia. So I've already started putting some stuff together. If you guys have anything you want to contribute, get a hold of me so we can put the package together and send it over to give these guys a little bit of boost because they're working very, very hard over there with their Australian Paintball Association. Then real quick, I got to mention the same field that we just did the WCPL on, Paintball Sport, is going to have the Montreal Classic July 29th and the 31st. and you're going to want to go do that. Frank and Jennifer, they were at the WCPL this a couple weekends ago here. They are great. Their son, Tim, actually started the Montreser Classic, and he passed away, and they have kept it going for him. And I think that's absolutely terrific. So if you get a chance, that's July 29th through the 31st, and it's going to be a paintball sport there in Newburgh, New York. Great, great, great fields. As you'll hear tonight, when I bring all these guys on tonight, you're gonna like it. These are some absolutely terrific fields that we got to play. And then real quick, I got to mention Bobby Poole down at San Luis Obispo down there. He has Gladiator Paintball Park, and July 8th, 9th, and 10th, he has a Cartel Wars down there. And you get everybody from Northern California, Southern California, Arizona, all kinds of people go down there. So I know that they get anywhere between 500 and 1,000 people. So it's a pretty good time. And he asked me if I'd go ahead and mention that for him. And I told him I would. And then I told him I would actually go ahead and put his generals on in a couple of weeks. Like I said, next week, we're going to do another show about this because everybody wanted to be on tonight with Lewis and Tim. But I already had my lineup set up, and I apologize for that. Nothing I could do. You know, everybody wants to be with these guys, but I got them first. My show. Okay, so anyhow, I start out every week with Mr. Tim Schloss. Tim Schloss had Tiger Stripe Camouflage back in the day. Tim has Gateway Paintball right now, and Tim has the last of the WCPL tournaments that's going to be in October in St. Louis. And if you get a chance, him and Bill have been working their butts off on everything. And this fields, Tim's got like 15 fields on here, and they are just stunning. I mean, you got to see them. They are absolutely cool. Then I got to say hi to Dan and John Colby. Immortal Air. Back in the day, it was Air America. Now it's Immortal Air. They've been my sponsor for my air system. Hang on, 32 years and still sponsor me. Is that incredible? Wow, just love them guys. And then Mr. Bud Orr. You know, all I have to say is Bud's name. I don't have to give any schmeal about Bud because you know, unless you're brought up in a cave someplace overseas, you know who Bud Orr is. He's the man. That's all there is to it. I'm proud to call him my big brother. He's just a terrific person, and I think we're gonna be able to talk to Bud here in a little while. Whoa, might be a big surprise. Be pretty cool to talk to that guy. He's pretty sharp. And then Tom K. Tom K. had Airgun Designs back in the day. Was my sponsor for many, many years. Rainey and Juvie Boucher. I mention them every week, 2 times a month. You guys could go out to your field, your local field, and pick up paintball news. I mean, it had everything in it. It had what just happened, what was going to happen, all the field locations, all the new stuff, stories about everything. I had the privilege of being the West Coast editor for years with them, and I absolutely love them. And everybody knows the reason I mention all these people these are the people back in the day when paintball was very, very rough to get off the ground. Everybody that I mentioned here, we all worked extremely hard to make paintball what it is today. And you take these people out of the equation, and paintball would be nothing like what it is now. And then Mr. Randy Camilla, he was the editor for APG. Mr. Jerry Braun owns the field out there. I actually got to see his wife, Joanne, came out there. The first time in 30 years, she actually came out to the field, and it was so cool to see her. Anyhow, he did such a great job out there. But, you know, we know who did most of the work. It was Kevin. But I got to mention Jerry because I love the guy. But Kevin, he's like the tip of the spear. He makes it happen, period. And then I got to say hi to Ross Alexander. Ross Alexander had Line SI back in the day. I still have my original, very first Bushmaster I played my first professional paintball tournament with. Somewhere here amongst all these other guns. And then I got to say hi to Mr. Jim Lively. 2 tournaments a year you wanted to do. Jim Lively's Masters in Tennessee and Jerry Brown's World Cup in New York. Then I got to say hi to Mark Gong Jr. and Jaden Gong. They're everybody knows I support the young guns. They are the future of our sport. And the more we support them, the better our sport's going to be in the future. We don't support them, our sport will end up dying out. We can't have that happen. I love the sport too much. We'll work too hard, too many years to make this what it is. And I know guys like Bud and Bill and Tim and myself and Danny and all these guys, they want to keep this thing going because we worked our butts off to get it where it is now. So the Hermans are great. Jamie Conley, he's got them going. Got Montresors Marauders with Jennifer and Frank back there. So the young guns are coming up. We need to support them big time. Then I got to say hi to Gino. Gino from Belkin. Gino, he's a good guy. People don't see what Gino does behind the scenes for everybody, but he's a terrific guy. Okay. All right. I've mentioned everybody. Now, that's right. That's a drum roll. Pretty weak, huh? Anyhow, I give it my best. Come on. What do you guys want? I'm a paintballer. I'm not a drummer. So anyhow, I'm going to start by bringing on William Bailey. I was waiting till you put a candy bar or something in your mouth. You didn't do it this week.
Nope.
Man, I was sitting there waiting.
A granola bar I could chew on.
A granola bar. Oh my God. All right. Well, man, we got a good lineup tonight, buddy.
Yes, we do.
Man, I cannot wait to pull Tim and Lewis up. These guys are so cool. And did they make a hit in New York, or did they make a hit in New York?
They made an impact.
Oh my God. You know what? I put out 2 days ago, I put out the thing. We've had like 3,400 reaches. Not too bad, huh?
That's pretty good.
I mean, every time I pick up my phone, I got it. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, these guys made a hell of an impact. I'm gonna bring these guys up real quick, and then I got a couple other guys I want to bring up. But I'm gonna start right now with Mr. Tim F.
Hey, everybody.
How you doing this evening, my friend?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Doing great. I'm going to bring up your buddy, Lewis. Now, see, I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name. So I can't take me off the hook right now, man. How you doing, Lewis?
Hey, guys. How are you?
Hey, I like your shirt.
I know. That's what I was going to say. I'm digging it. All right.
Yeah. Looks a little different on you, though.
No.
Yeah,
it looks good on Tim, right? I think it looks better on him.
It looks good on you, Fred.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I got my chest relaxed right now, People tell me I look like a Ninja Turtle with a shell on backwards. It hurts, but I understand. So
that's funny.
Hey, Bill, stop.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Now we're going to talk to you guys in just a minute. I want to bring up our other guests here real quick. Then we're going to get right to you guys. But let's bring up the guy that really put all this together out there. What's going on, Kev?
What's going on? How are you?
Y'all rested up?
Not yet.
Another week.
Yeah. No, I've been busy working on the fields for Montresor Classic, man.
Yeah, I know. That's going to be something spectacular, too. Wow, we got 30 people watching already. Holy smokes. Man, the minute I bring them guys up, boom, up it goes. Now, I got another guy we're going to drag out here, too, because, we all want to kind of hang together here on this. Please, everybody, welcome Mr. Bud Orr.
Bud.
Hey, Bud. How are you?
How you doing?
Good.
Glad to be here.
How are you?
Right on, Bud. Glad.
We got
Go
America's finest. The two guys on the right. I love
Absolutely
Thank
correct.
them. Oh,
Thank
my
you.
God.
Absolutely correct. You know what? I'm going to start out real quick, guys. Everybody I put on the show, I have to find out how they got started in paintball. So I'm going to start with you, Tim.
Sure.
You're on. How'd you get started in paintball, my friend?
So I started playing in 2003 with a couple of my buddies when we were in middle school. Started with a Tipman 98 Custom, good old mechanical paintball, right? Classic paintball. Just grew up playing woods ball. Did a little bit of air ball at some of the indoor fields on Long Island here. And then it's kind of continued ever since then. I landed on a scenario team with Lou as well, Team Shadow. We did a lot. We continue to still do a lot of scenario stuff. But that's my roots. And then it kind of just morphed now into playing with the NYPD team starting in December of 2020. I'm sorry, 21. And that's where I'm at.
Very cool. Lewis, you're up.
Yeah, just about the same. I want to say like around 2003, 2004. Actually, Tim was the one that got me into it. Started playing. I believe I just did rentals for a while. I didn't purchase it. I never got a Tipman 98. And I think it came out to did a little bit of airball, indoor fields and everything. And then I ended up getting a gun. Actually, I went out and got it for a cousin's big game when they used to have it out by us. And I actually bought a War Games Carnivore. That was my first. Oh my God, amazing gun! That was, Tim, it.
Yes.
War Games Carnivore. I'm still trying to find it. I don't know where it is. And I had that, for the longest time. Used it, and then kept going since then. And then again, we started in December 2021, just rolling, and here we are now.
Wow. Well, who actually started the team? What gave you guys the idea to put the team together?
So so we have our president of the club, Vinny Sirocco. He's a sergeant in the NYPD. He actually put it together along with some other cops. And what the mission for the club itself is it's kind of to promote mental health amongst police officers and just like kind of an outlet for cops. And then also we want to do charity and give back to the community and do clinics for kids and just kind of grow the sport, right? But that was the vision, and then it kind of morphed into now where there's a competitive speedball 5-man line. We have the mechanical line, so we have about 15 guys that we're rolling to do mechanical tourneys and stuff. And then we also have a recreational section where it's just guys that come out and play rec ball. So
wow,
that's where we're at right now. Yeah.
Well, you guys did yourself justice in New York. I got to tell you, you guys, including myself, I was just awed by it, to be honest with you. I just thought it was absolutely terrific. And you guys played pretty darn good, man, for your first wood spot. And you started on a pretty tough field. Am I right, Kev?
Oh, yeah.
The Ponderosa?
They know the terrain. They've been up there a couple of
Yeah, we got to give some credit to Kevin for that one, for giving us a lot of pointers the first couple of times we went up there. Jerry, like Kev, we can't thank you guys enough. Seriously.
Yeah. Oh wow! I asked him. He said he didn't know nothing about the field. What's going on?
Well, we did drill a lot on Ponderosa, and then when you hit it with Hudson as the starting for like 3/4 of the 20, I was like, oh come on, man.
Yeah. And Kevin said, he's like, wait until you see it. I got a lot of things changed, and of course, there we go. Going there, I'm like, okay, this is forget it. Throw everything out the window.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Before we go on the field with the band, everybody kept going, well, we'll see you on the 50. And I look back at the band and we all start laughing.
20.
Yeah, but, we played that field quite a bit, haven't we?
Yes. It's a great field. It's a little energetic, first Columbus. And, but, we have a great time on it. And, and I love playing these guys. Oh my God. It just, there's an aura about you guys. It just, I don't know, maybe me, but, just playing against you guys was, and playing with you is a plus, and I we didn't get to know you until the last day. I mean, I was, wow. I mean, all these guys were over there. We had said nothing to them, I didn't anyway. But no, we made up for it a lot. You guys.
Yeah,
you
they
guys
did themselves
terrific.
justice. That's for sure. I think you're freezing up a little, bud. Somebody's humming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Somebody's humming in my ear. I don't know.
Do what now?
I think you're humming. Somebody's humming.
Am I humming?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No. It's probably because you don't know the words. I don't know.
Well,
Okay. Anybody else hear any hummings or just me?
I hear it.
I hear
Oh,
it.
you hear it? Oh, thank God. I thought the little voices were back. Okay, everything's cool then. Oh. So, real quick, I'm going to jump over to Kevin here. What do you think of these guys, man, out there? Did they do themselves justice or what?
Oh yeah, they played well. They got a lot to learn, but they played well. They progressively got better. So.
Oh, they absolutely did.
Those fields were good.
Yeah.
For the short amount of time they've been playing, they did very well.
Yeah, Tim, how long you guys had that team together for that?
So the club had started in January of 21, but we actually established the mechanical line January of this year, and guys have just been kind of hopping on ever since. So to give a credit to one of our guys, Marcelo Ahmed, he only started playing paintball this year in April of this year.
That's right.
And he did phenomenal. I mean, he shot Marcus during the UK Preds game, so I got to give him some credit there where credit's due. But Yeah, we kind of solidified the line around like mid to end of April is when we really solidified the line,
Yeah, we
and
did.
it's been kind of growing ever since.
Very cool. Yeah, I know when we were doing the drawings, and we all came up in that bracket. All I could do is shake my head because I knew this was going to be your guys' first woods ball thing, and you guys were diving right into the thick of things, man. I got to tell you.
Yeah, I think Lou. I mean, what do you have to say on that one?
Man, Tim, I think we were driving up, and then we took separate cars. We had some things to take care of, bringing everything up, and then I look at him, and we're just like, really? I'm like, all right, well, listen, let's go at it. We're gonna hit it and do what we can do, and that's it. That's all we can do.
Yeah, it was pretty funny when Kevin was doing the drawing. They didn't pick the band, they didn't pick the band, they didn't pick the band, and then all of a sudden, I seen the look on his face before he even said the band when he held it up, man. I knew we had the good one. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was like I said earlier. I like it when I like playing tough teams. Period. You don't get better by playing walk-ons. You get better by playing tough teams. Period. And I know we enjoyed the heck out of it, and we gave him a good fight, didn't we, Bud?
Oh, believe me, yeah.
I couldn't dig him out on my side.
It was fun. A lot of balls flying. I'll tell you that.
Absolutely. Bill, you were in the middle when we were against them, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was on our right side, their left side. I could not dig that guy out up there to save my butt. And every time I come up, man, the wood in front of me would start shaking. He was just peppered.
Yeah.
That was me.
Was that you?
I was, yeah. That was
Yeah.
me.
All right, on. Well, it was good having you on, Tim.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Sorry.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Sorry, Fred.
Just messing with you. Bill told me to do that, by the way. So when I do come back to New York, you look for him.
That's it.
Yeah.
I love it. So you guys are going to do that again next year, right?
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
Yeah. Do you guys do you get to go out and practice, or do you just show up at the tournament and just try it, kind of like the band does?
Lou, I'll let you take
Yeah,
it.
so with that, actually, it since we started it, we decided that we should do practices at least attempt twice a month, given our schedule. And it's been working out. A lot of the guys, come in, practice, drill. Actually, our home field is Cousins, right, Tim?
Yes.
We drill, and with the help of our other co-captain, Rich, amazing guy, by the way. He helps us, teach the guys. Whatever we know, we pass on to them. Positions, posts. Who runs the front line, who runs the mid line, who runs the back line. Kind of like that. And they all pretty much got it. And like I said, give it to Marcelo, who never played, and he listened. All the guys, keep their ears open and they listen. And amazing group of guys. I mean, I couldn't have asked for anything better. I mean, going out there for our first event, I mean, it was awesome. Tim?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, because it's one thing when you go out and you play like a big game and stuff like that, but it's totally different when you go play as a team.
Yes.
Because it's just there's just a whole different way of going out there and playing it. So, but you guys actually rocked out there pretty darn good. I got to tell you.
Thank you.
One good thing that really made the impression on me, and I'm sure Bud and Bill and Kevin will say the same thing, was the way you guys acted off the field. You guys were just, absolutely terrific. You see, to me, that's what sells paintball. I tell everybody, you can be the best player in the world. You step off the field and you're a jerk. People that are there just watching it, it just kind of turns them off, and they would never ever even want to try to do it after that. So, attitude's a big thing, and the whole tournament, everybody was great, but you guys were the new kids on the block, you and the Belcrays, and you guys did yourself justice. You really, really did.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anytime you look over at your guys' staging area, you had your family and kids. Everybody was happy. There were smiles on all their faces. and it drew my attention. I went over there and got a T-shirt for my wife, and you guys were just totally positive. So, thanks for that. That was really, really good.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Yeah, not just for that, but for what you guys do off the field. I got to mention this because to me, right now, being a police officer is a very, very demanding job and a very difficult job, especially in our times. And I just got to say, my hat's off to you, and I'm sure Bud and Kevin and Bill would feel the same way. What do you think, Bud?
100%. I got a lot of police officers who are friends of mine, and I go on ride-alongs. And if you want to know what you guys go through, don't go in a ritzy area, but go on the trouble area on a ride-along, and you'll get a different idea on what you guys go through. And to me, it's amazing. You're a different breed of people, and God, I love you. I mean, it's just there's no way of putting it that. You guys are just a unique bunch of individuals. So, and my hat's off to you.
I've got two police officers out here that are real good friends of mine, and I was actually going to try to put them on the show tonight. They wanted to be on. Seriously, they wanted to be on to say hi to you guys. But I don't like going over the 6-box thing, so I had to text them earlier and tell them maybe some other times, because I plan on having you guys back if I can get you guys to come back sometime.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I just think that we need to keep not just spreading the word about paintball, but spreading the word about your team itself. Because for you guys to put together a team and come out and do that, and then with your attitudes like your attitudes were, I mean, I'm sold on you guys. Period.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What do you think, Bud?
Oh, awesome. And they're a bunch of big guys, too. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's why I said I thought I was standing in a hole. I got to look down and look at what's going on.
You wouldn't want to go up against them and say, you got your ass kicked? No.
Yeah.
I think you'd be the one getting it,
Yeah. Well, I'm wearing platform shoes next time I take a picture with them. That's for sure.
They're a great bunch of people. I mean, it's just, oh, man. I can't say enough, man. I mean, I want to come out and visit you, though.
Absolutely.
At your station.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if that's possible someday.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Well, Kevin, before we actually went to the tournament, Kevin told me, he says NYPD is putting a team in. And I said, you're kidding me. And he goes, no, Freddy said they're putting a team in, man. And boy, Kev, you couldn't have picked a better team to put in there.
Well, it's a great bunch of guys they are. I only know them for a very short period of time, but they're like family. Great time.
That's right.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, wow, the way he talked about you guys, I thought he knew you guys forever. Really?
Well, Vinny, I know a long time. Vinny,
Yeah, we talk often. Sorry, Kevin.
no, that's all right, man.
Is there more guys than what you brought out that want to play, or just you guys?
There's more guys that want to come, but due to kind of like scheduling and stuff and things going on, obviously in the city, there's only so much we could do. But we will be playing. We're going to see the Master Blasters and everybody up at PBSNY for Iron City. So hopefully we come away with some kind of a win. But we'll see. Kevin's laughing right now because we're playing against the Blasters. So,
well, I tell you one thing: you couldn't ask for a better guy to teach you guys playing paintball than Kevin.
Yeah.
He's been around. I think he's older. No, he ain't older than me. But,
He's pretty close, though.
He's been around a little while.
I think he just looks older, Bud.
Oh yeah, well, maybe that. But I love the guy. I mean, Kevin is. First class, and you gotta kind of go past it yelling at you, but that's okay. He means the best with yelling at you. I mean, when you're getting yelled at, he loves you.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to sell tickets when him and Jerry got together. I thought that was great.
Oh, Jesus, that would have, yeah.
I asked Jerry one time, I go, you guys married? What's going on here?
We did experience actually Kevin yelling at us at one practice. We came off the field. He was watching us when we were on Ponderosa. Didn't know he was watching us. And he goes, "What's wrong with this picture right now?" And everyone's just kind of like, "What is he talking about?" He's like, "Where's your watches?" And then it was just after that, it was just kind of like, "Oh God."
Yeah.
Yeah, he
The
was
tips-
on one
the
field
tips.
repping. I was going to shoot him in the butt, but I thought, yeah, maybe I'm going to not do that.
Yeah, you'd never see the entry hole, huh?
You couldn't miss.
Hey,
He's a
remember we
little
talked about
short
you
guy,
can't shoot the
but
refs.
that's okay.
Oh my God, that's funny. Well, you guys are going to play the Master Blasters in the Montressor Classic.
Yeah.
They know that field pretty good.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Hell, they're building it.
Yeah.
Might want to hope for a different bracket.
Yeah. I don't know.
Jen,
We'll
if you're
see.
watching, please help us. Please.
You know you're in trouble whenever you guys want to flip for it, and the Master Blaster's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I got to mention real quick, Tracy Perez is watching. Tracy, we hope you're feeling a lot better. We know that James got a hold of me and said that you went in ICU for a few days, and so we're definitely glad you're out, and we love you. So I just want to pass that along because I know you're watching right now.
I think we all love Tracy. We all love Tracy. She's an amazing young lady. So
she absolutely
got a great
is.
family too. So.
Yeah, and I got to thank Gino actually for that too, because before Gino got a hold of me, Gino from Belkin, everybody. Before Gino got a hold of me, I never knew Tracy, and he got a hold of me, and then Bill and I went and did the fundraiser for her. And I got to tell you, that's one of the pleasures that I've had in the past couple of years was actually having a chance to meet her. We talk online all the time. I've had her on the show a couple of times. And I'm looking forward to going down and actually meeting her and her husband, James. Maybe even this year. I might even go down to the NXL and hang out a little bit down there. If nothing else, just to go ahead and meet you. So, Tracy, we love you. Want you to know that. And tell James we said hi, too.
Yes, we do.
There she is right there.
Awesome.
Yep, she's pretty cool. Yeah, if you guys, we talk about her because we do a lot of, we try to keep everything. And you guys, I'm sure the more we get into it, the more you're going to get involved with this. But, when somebody in the paintball community needs a hand, we all try to kind of step up and give them a hand if we can, because we're a pretty big community and we try to do that. Just like I am going to try through the course of this year to get you guys more recognition and who knows, maybe even a sponsor might pop up, sponsor or two for you guys, and to give you a hand in doing some of these tournaments. So, that's kind of the whole gig. That's why we try to do stuff like this is, we try to push the good people in the sport. And you guys come 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you. That means the world coming from you guys. It really does.
You guys know Tiger Stripe Camouflage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tim Schloss? You dialed it. Hey. You better talk to me now.
I didn't want to interrupt, man. All of a sudden, I accidentally hit the dial button.
So, what do you think of these guys, Tim?
Oh, they're the greatest. I got to talk with a couple of them, and I'm telling you what, they are the greatest. What they've got to put up with on a day-to-day basis, I'm telling you, man, they deserve any help they can get. They were a ton of fun playing, and they just seem like really, really quality people. I mean, I'm behind them 100%.
Absolutely, yeah. We've had a pretty good conversation with them so far. I'm sure you've been watching, or otherwise you wouldn't have called. But they're great guys, and they had a great team. And I like them even if we couldn't beat them.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, they were a lot of fun to play. They played hard. God, for a new team, they came out there and really hammered.
Absolutely, that's what we were telling them. So,
they're good, man. They're good. Well, they couldn't have picked a better tournament to come to. Kevin put on a hell of an event.
Yes.
He always does. Hey, have we ever gone to one of those we've been disappointed?
No, it's been fabulous.
Yeah,
Fabulous.
And then you set up the dinner. You set up the dinner on Saturday night, and we got to drag these guys into that dinner next time. No.
They're welcome. Anything that is far as me, is anything that I'm involved with, which means you and Bud and Bill and I mean, they're
I got you.
welcome.
Yep.
They're welcome. I mean, they're quality people, and they're everything that we're trying to get going. I mean, I love them.
Yeah, absolutely. And they would have loved the dinners. Guys, Tim sets up dinners when we go to these tournaments and stuff like that. And Kevin's been at them, and Bud's been at all of them. And matter of fact, Jamie Conley just jumped in. Tim said the dinner was an awesome time, and they are awesome. And next year when we have the dinner, you guys got to bring your whole group out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That sounds good. Definitely.
Find a banquet hall before long.
Yeah, it's getting there. Yeah, well, but, we keep it down to what, 50, 60, 70 people?
This one was the lady at the restaurant said we had 86 people.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, well.
So it just keeps growing. We had like 60 the year before. But
Yeah.
It's just, it's a great chance to get around each other, socialize. I mean, they get a chance to meet, Bud and, and
Yeah,
you and Bill. It's just and the other teams. I mean, it was great. I mean, we were lucky this year to have Marcus and the Predators there. I mean,
Yep.
What a better, I mean, to sit down and have dinner with those guys. I mean, nobody ever gets a chance to do that.
When was the first time we had dinner with them? It was over in England, wasn't it?
89.
89, yeah, we were over in England.
Wow.
Absolutely,
it
yeah.
was good.
Yeah, I had to keep an eye on you, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, you were a handful, brother. Whoa, you were a handful.
We would have needed the cops with us.
We had a court magistrate, remember?
I know. We couldn't have him in our hip pocket, but I mean, it was just good. The dinner was good. Marcus is Bud's little. I think he's one of his kids. I mean, they got a special relationship. I mean, Marcus is just. What a great guy.
Yep.
What a great guy. I mean, and Bart and those guys, Jacko. I mean,
it was funny to see Bart, because I didn't even know Bart was coming over because Bart had a team back in England called Bart's Stud Squad.
Absolutely.
Yep, and Bart's Stud Squad and the Predators, and they would just butt heads like you would not even believe. It was amazing.
It was 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But the Predators, after a while, they just assumed the lead never looked back. I mean,
yeah.
Those guys, when it came to Woodsville, honest to goodness, I'm prejudiced because I got a special place for these guys. But I honestly believe the Predators are the best Woodsball team in the world.
They're pretty good. I don't know. The Blasters,
really good.
Blasters are pretty good too.
Blasters are the greatest. Well,
yeah.
Blasters won the first event.
I know that's.
Don't ever sell them short.
I don't want to say too much about them because NYPD is going to play them in Montreser Classic. So I'm trying not to build them up too much.
Well, Kevin puts together a quality team and he put on a quality event.
Absolutely.
And I was glad to go to it, and can't wait to go back. I'm not going to be able to go to the Montreser thing. I think we got a race that weekend. I got to check the schedule, but I get home. We're going to Tom Gee's wedding. We're headed there right now, and then we'll come back and call it a day for a couple.
You guys got rained out the other night with your race, didn't you?
2 of them.
2 of them, yeah.
Yeah, we won one, and we should have won the second. We ended up with third.
Yep.
But yeah, we got a really good car, and on the front of it says "Play Paintball."
Yeah, I see you put my sticker on there too.
Yeah, I did, man. We got a lot of response. Yeah, it's amazing. The car we sit in the pits, and people will come by and hey, I play paintball or whatever. It's really kind of cool. I mean, there's a lot of interest. I mean. I'm not going to say who it was, but we had one of the big energy drinks on a car by us. And, I mean, those guys were over, there's a lot of interest. What really is this deal?
Absolutely, yeah. It's all about promotion. You know that.
Yeah. Well, it's all good. Well, hey, listen, I'll let you get back to everybody. Bud, it was good playing with you again, my friend. God, I had nothing but a blast. Billy, I'll see you in a couple of days. And Kevin, I can't wait to see you again. We'll see you guys. But I gotta get to bed. I got a long day tomorrow. I gotta drive from Cleveland to Connecticut.
That happens when you're old. I understand.
All right, I'll see you guys.
I love you, man.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Take care, Tim.
All right, buddy. That was Mr. Tim Schloss, Tiger Stripe Camouflage. Ooh,
Nice.
yeah.
He's always
He's a cool guy. Him, Bud, and I go back. What, Bud? 35 years?
At least 35.
Yeah, 30 some years, yeah. I mean, you and I started on stage doing some events back in late '80s, early '90s. Anyhow,
Yeah.
what was it? Billy's
Thank
got a
you.
picture of us, I think, at the Amateur Open,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's
Back
back
in the
in
day. Back in the day.
back in the day. Yeah, it's
That's
funny.
when we both had hair.
I was
you
just
know.
gonna say that. The beat me to
Right.
it.
That's like the picture.
There we go.
Smart.
There I am in my,
Yeah.
my camouflage tuxedo along with
Yeah, I
Mr.
like
Bud
that.
Orr.
Wow.
What year is that, Billy?
It doesn't say. It's Zap International Open, Pittsburgh.
Okay. Well, we know it wasn't last year because we don't have hair anymore. So, but
But he had a pompadour that Fred, and I had an afro. So
yeah.
you know,
And I got to tell you, you were styling. Yeah, I didn't even like standing next to you because I just looked so bad next to you. You just outdid me all the time.
oh yeah. But mine blew off in the street riding Harley. So I mean, I got
That's what mine did too. That's what I tell
I,
everybody.
I, I would say I would say I wore it off on the headboard, but you know, we're on a podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you got to keep it clean.
Oh yeah, it's clean.
So, Tim, when's your next event? Do you guys know, or
Yeah, so our next event actually we're going to be playing. It's actually kind of like a charity / pseudo. It's an outing for cops. It's called Project Bank a Cop. So we'll be there. Let me just pull up the date really quick. I actually have the schedule here.
It was like the 24th, right? Something like that.
It is June 25th. We'll be out at Cousins Paintball for that.
cool.
Then after that, so we're also on the Woods Bowl end of it. We also do scenario stuff for kind of for the guys that play rec ball, and then also the guys that like to play in the woods. So we're going out to skirmish to play in Invasion of Normandy, July 9 to 10. Then we got the Montressor Classic. We're playing in a charity event for the Sayville Kiwanis Association over here in Long Island. It's a charity fundraiser for kids. That's going to be August 6th. And then we're still figuring out if we're going to be able to do WCPL Missouri. Some of the guys are kind of shifting their schedules around for that right now. So that's kind of like up in the air. And then we're going to be doing a Battle of Berlin out at Skirmish again in October. And then there's some other things we're still working on doing. We may go to World Cup with the Airball guys and play Mounds down in Florida at the end of the year.
Yep.
But some of the stuff is a little to be determined right now due to scheduling. But
Yeah, there's
next
just so
year-
many things you can go do. That's the problem with it, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're kind of
Yeah.
picking and choosing. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Luke. Go ahead.
That's what you want to do is, you want to go to the ones that are going to be fun for yourself, and then the charity things.
Yeah.
That's actually what got me kicked off back in the day is I took and went to I did Ronald McDonald House charities back in the day when paintball was just starting, and people were going ahead and promoting it. So I went to like 3 of them, and I flew down to LA, and I was doing one, and this guy comes up to me and he asked me who my sponsor was, and I'm like, I don't have a sponsor. And he goes, well, who pays for you to go do this? And I go, I said, I pay for myself. I just go do it because I like it, It's a win-win for me because I was raising money for people and having a great time doing it. And so anyhow, to make a long story short, that was my very first cover shot. It was Randy Camilla from the editor for APG that actually was talking to me, and I didn't know anybody then, And he gave me my first cover shot, and then ever since then I've had a few, quite a few actually. So I feel very blessed for everything that I've got to do that.
Yeah.
And guys, I've trained the police out here for Oakland, San Francisco, and Richmond, California. The police and the SWAT teams. I trained them for 2 years down in Port Chicago.
Wow.
That was fun.
That's awesome.
It was, yeah. Oh, yeah. Different scenarios and stuff, and I would take 4 of them on at a time, and it was pretty good. We had a great time, and they learned a lot, and it was just really, really good. But I did that for 2 years. Had a terrific time doing it. So, and I understand there's a new thing coming out. I can't talk a bunch about it, but there's a new thing coming out that It's kind of you guys heard of Jelly Ball? You heard of Jelly Ball?
Yes.
Okay. Well, anyhow, I was talking to one of the owners of this the other day. Anyhow, there's something new coming out. I'm going to actually have him on my show in a couple of weeks here, and it's going to be really specifically aimed towards the police departments and stuff because it can be taken in different hostage scenarios inside anything and actually use these because it's not you couldn't go in a church or in a store or something and shoot a paintball marker because you'll make a mess. But these actually you don't. So this is something you guys are going to want to be looking forward to. It's coming down the pike. I'll say that.
Okay.
I can't talk much about it, but when I have him on the show, I'll let him talk about it. So,
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah, it is. Because just like when I was training, an actual scenario like that, when it's actually happening, you're actually doing it, is totally different than reading a book or talking about it. Just like you guys, I'm sure when you guys started and you had to go as a cadet and everything like that, and then you finally hit the streets, I'm sure it was like night and day.
Yeah.
Big change. Big change. Not the same. Not the same.
Yeah.
Huge change. Yeah, I bet it was. So real quick, guys, you see all the markers behind Bill?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bill has a traveling museum. Okay. What you see behind Bill is what, Billy? Probably 5% of what you got.
It might be. I don't know. I give up guessing.
About 5%. It's about 5% of what he's got.
Probably.
I'll go with that. I'll go with that.
Yeah. There you go, Bud. Bud's with me.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you go down to Bud's house. You walk in. Bud's got a. I can't talk too much about Bud's place. It's great. But anyhow, he's got a little workshop. What is it? 9,000 square foot workshop. And you go in there, and he actually has the first auto cocker when he was working on it. He actually has it. And I got to tell you that it's just absolutely incredible. I go in there, I walk out, I got this little scab on my chin from it dragging on the concrete because my jaw just drops when I go in there, man. And that's not even the big warehouse. The big warehouse is behind the 9,000 square foot shop, which is behind a 1 million square foot house, which is anyhow.
I love it.
That's great.
He still hasn't finished the first autococker.
A hobby shop.
There you go. So, Kevin, how's that Moundsfield coming? Because, when I was there, I took Jen and Frank and I drove down there where it's going to be in the parking and everything. And it looks like an absolutely perfect place for everything there.
Yeah, it's a good spot. I'm going to hopefully have the dirt delivered next week.
Hasn't been raining there?
No, it's been good. It's been good.
Good. Yeah, because we went out, we looked at the hyperball. She liked the hyperball thing that you guys are setting up there.
Yeah, did you see the massive tree that came down?
Yeah, I sure did. Yep. It was off to the left when we drove in. That was a pretty good sized one, too. I'd just leave it there. It looks good.
Nah, I cleaned that up on Monday. Thing was 150 feet long, 40 inches in diameter. Yeah, we were cutting all day. But it's fine.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We seen it when we drove in there. But that looks like the parking and everything looks like it's going to be perfect for the Montressor Classic.
Yeah, it's going to be different than what we did for the New York Classic.
Yeah, well, I like the New York Classic. If I have anything that's a favorite all year, it's that. I just love coming out there and seeing everybody. Howdy was there, I just like seeing it. Like I say, it's like a family reunion for us old guys. I just absolutely love it. And then you had Rabbit Run this year.
Yeah.
So that's what we were talking about earlier. Everybody worked on the Ponderosa and worked on Hutchinson, and then boom, where do you play the finals? On a totally different field. Absolutely.
Definitely fun.
We'll have a few new ones by next year. Maybe I'll have Delta for the Spring Challenger back. I don't dare do the top of the ridge because I don't think any of us even get to it anymore.
Well, I remember the Ponderosa, 30 some years ago when we played it. That big gully that goes down off to the left, or straight ahead, actually. You guys had the flag station up on the other side of that gully, and then on this side, you had to go down that gully to go up and get it.
It's about half as long as it used to be.
Oh yeah, it's what I'm talking about. Yeah, but it was 15 man back then too. Remember?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, we smoked All Americans on that. That's one. I love that field.
The fact that everybody survived it is a miracle.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
You did everything that you said you were going to do. You said that you were going to put more bunkers in. I noticed there was a lot more bunkers this year. I just thought the fields were balanced. You know, it just matters how you play them. Period. I thought they were pretty well either side. You just had to play it right.
Yep.
That's the whole thing in the fields like that. There's a lot of stalemates because a lot of people don't know how to play those kind of fields anymore.
Well,
They're all tiny little postage stamps.
Yeah.
They're
I don't
real
like
easy
that.
to win on. You don't have to have the paintball smarts. You don't need the paintball IQ on the field. That makes it easy.
I know we played NYPD. Man, those guys on that. Well, Tim, we could not we could not dig them out at all. And I could come up and I could get a few shots, but then the minute I go down, man, they would just be exploding on the wood ahead of me. So, and then ran out of time. There was, if I would have stood up to try to go up that hill, it'd have been curtains, no doubt about it.
Yeah, as the game progressed and like we played different teams. Tim and I and Rich, discussed like what are we going to do against these guys? What are we going to go do against this team? And we just try to get game plans out there because once we the first match, Tim All Americans, we just were like, oh my god, what happened, right?
Yeah.
We look at each other and we're like, oh god, okay, well we got to do something different now.
Yeah. You gotta realize, guys like them though, they practice all the time, and the more you guys will see, the more that you guys get out and practice with the same team, the more you start understanding each other's moves, and it becomes a lot easier and better. And you can ask Kevin, same way with the blasters, you just you kind of get a feel for it. You know what your buddy's doing, and you see your buddy up in front moving, you go back him. You don't let him run up there by himself. You follow him up there, man, and just keep on moving. So you guys did yourself. You did yourself proud. Period. Really did.
Hey,
and you got
Tim,
all kinds of people. Go ahead, Billy.
Hey, Tim, what kind of hat are you wearing? What is
I'm
it?
actually wearing an NYU hat. That's what I'm going for graduate school right now. So, sorry. But actually, I do want to thank Marcus though. Marcus actually gave me his hat signed by the Preds. So thank you, Marcus. When you watch this, thank you. I still have it.
You guys took him around, man. He texted me afterwards and he sent me a bunch of pictures and just told me how grateful he was what you guys took him around and did. And you know what? The whole paintball community actually seen a lot of these pictures that went out there of what you guys did for that team, taking them around and showing stuff like that, And when I say that, you guys won a lot of hearts. I absolutely mean it. You won a lot of hearts during the tournament and after the tournament too. I thought that was first class what you guys did.
Thank you. I mean, I know Lou will agree with this, and same with all the other guys on the team. And Rich managed to get a helicopter for the Freds. It landed though in the Bronx, so we weren't able to get him up to the Bronx in time to get him back for their plane ride. So I promise the next time when they come, we're gonna have an even bigger tour for them. But the offer is to all you guys. Whenever you guys come in, just let us know, and we will give everyone will get a tour. And I know we'll pull out all the stops for you guys. And
we want you guys next year when we could do this, because obviously we will be there, God willing, next year for sure.
Oh, yeah.
We want you guys to come and hang with us when we go to our dinners and stuff like that. Because and plus through the course of this year, we're going to be working on some things to maybe try to give you guys a hand in some of this, because I think you're well worth it. What do you think, Bud?
Oh, I think 100%. 100%. They're invited anywhere we go, actually. And
you'd have to behave, though. You know that.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try.
Yeah.
But Tim, Tim doesn't. You know, he.
Oh, Tim's off the rail. No, everybody knows
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
No,
No,
Tim's an instigator. We just kind of follow him.
Yeah,
Thank God we got Tim for an excuse.
Yeah, he pushes me into a corner, you know, and it just explodes. But we have fun.
We have a riot, man. That's why I want to get these guys involved with it, because I think they would fit right in with our bunch. You know, we're not the most
They
politically
will.
correct, but we're
Will.
fun.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun, and your stomach hurts when you leave. I guarantee you that. And your jaws right here, you know, right here. Yeah, it's real.
Sounds good to me.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. You bet. Looking forward to it, man.
Oh, you can absolutely.
Yeah, I actually, as soon as I left there and I got back here, I am thinking about next year already. That's the impact that tournament has on me all the time, and it's the way Kevin just puts it together. You know, I don't want to make your head so big your hat don't fit, Kev, but you do yeah. I know you got here. All right, enough for Kevin. He's out of here. No.
Well, I need a friggin' haircut.
Cover it up.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it next year. Now you guys give me another reason to look forward to coming there next year, and that's to hang out with you guys again.
Absolutely.
So, next year we want you to be part of us. We want you to Saturday night keep Saturday night open next year at
Absolutely.
the WCPL, and keep that open for us so you can come and join us and have a good time.
Absolutely.
That's an invite. Am I right, Bud? Bill?
Yes,
yeah.
indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Yeah, we got Kevin out there last year, but he didn't come this year because
He was busy.
he's too busy. Yeah.
Oh,
We'll
he's
take that.
too busy yelling at Marty.
I know.
Or,
I know.
Mr. Braun.
You can't plug
I
that.
had to add more air bottles. I had stuff I had to straighten.
I thought it all worked good.
Well, yeah, because the air did get a little depleted, so I had one adding 4 more cylinders on Saturday night, so I had to plumb all that together, clean up garbage.
Well, that's just how all of that works too. You know, I mean, I'm the boss and I'm the janitor. I know how all of that works. You know, it's real simple
Kevin,
thing.
I can work on air compressors. So I've been known to do that.
I know. Well, I know. But you're there to have a good time. I'm there to make sure you.
I have a good time working, man. No.
Oh yeah. Oh, we'd stand right there and tease him. He loves it. He loves it. Yeah. He works harder then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We all love you, Kevin. That's for fact.
You made it great. You made it great for us. That was awesome.
I appreciate the support that you guys give me. That makes the whole thing worthwhile.
How long have you heard each other?
And the first time I met your wife, she is absolutely awesome, gorgeous lady.
You know what? I was gonna tell him to pull Wendy on. I was gonna tell him to pull Wendy on. Wendy's a doll. Wendy's a doll. Is she right there?
No, she's resting. She's got surgery tomorrow.
Oh, does she? Well, our prayers are with her. Tell her that.
Yes. She's got some kind of tumor in her lung.
Oh, wow. Yes. I'll tell her our prayers are with her. She's a doll.
Tell her hi for us.
I definitely will. She loves you guys too.
All right, Kev. You're going to be the first to go. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody.
Well, take care, everybody. Nice talking to you.
Bye, Kev. We'll be talking more.
Take care, brother.
Love you, brother. All right, man. All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody. It's Mr. Kevin Donaldson. It's Jerry Braun's field out there, but Kevin is the tip of the spear. Kevin puts all this together, and he makes it happen. And he did it again in a terrific way. Like I say, every year I cannot wait to go do that because it's like a family reunion. And I just absolutely love it. Absolutely do. You're next, Mr. Bud. Let's say goodbye to everybody.
I knew it. I knew it was coming to an end. Okay.
Good things must end.
It was a pleasure getting on here, and you guys are incredible. And hope to see you next year, and positive everything. So you guys are a plus, that's for sure.
Thank you, bud. Thank
Have
you.
a great one, all right, bud. Thank you.
And
All
so
right,
is
buddy.
my two little brothers there, right there. They're important to me also. So are you
I love
guys.
you, bud.
So,
I love you, man.
Look
have
out
a
for you
good
guys.
one. Take care. Be good.
Take
All
care.
right,
Play
bud.
paintball and have fun.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Tell Kathy I said hi.
You betcha. Take care.
All right, brother. Bye-bye. All right, everybody, that was Mr. Bud Orr. You know, like I say, you don't have to build a guy up. All you can do is say his name. Just kind of all falls into place, you know. So, you know, guys, I got to tell you, I appreciate so much you taking the time because I know it's late 30 back here, and I appreciate so much you taking the time coming on my show tonight. It's absolutely been terrific. I absolutely love it. So, Tim,
Thank you.
Lewis, I'm gonna let you guys say goodbye individually. Maybe if you hang on, maybe we can pull you back up in the green room. Bud, hang on back there. Bud's in the green room.
Sure.
Sit
Sounds
tight.
good. Thank you.
I'll pull everybody back up in a minute. So, Lewis, I'm gonna let you go first.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys. Thank you for everything. Appreciate you.
Cut and dry, huh?
That's it. Cut and dry.
You were.
I'll let my other half speak for me.
There you go. That's like Bill. I go, Bill, you want to say goodbye to everybody? He goes, okay, goodbye. Right on, Lewis.
Rich, I love him. Rich, I love you, Rich.
I appreciate so much you coming on, buddy.
Thank you so much, brother.
All right, Lewis. See you in a minute. Tim, you're up.
All right. No, I just want to say thank you guys for the opportunity, and thank you, like I said, prior to coming on, you know, all the support that the team has gotten this past couple of weeks. It's nothing short of amazing, and literally, I speak for the guys from the air bowl line straight up through the mechanical and the rec bowl guys. It truly means a lot to us, and that's pretty much it. And let's go finest, and hopefully let's bring a win for Iron City. Let's do it. So
very cool. Hang on in the green room. We'll talk in a minute.
Sounds good. Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
See you, Tim.
All right, Billy.
Bye.
Not bad, huh?
Nope. It's awesome.
A great group of guys.
Yep.
I'm going to say goodbye real quick, and then I'll pull everybody back up in the green room. And we'll talk in a minute.
Yep. See you guys.
I told you guys, cut and dry.
Yep.
Bye. All right, everybody. That was Mr. William Bailey. I appreciate so much you guys all watching tonight. We had a really good group of people watching us tonight, and I had an absolutely terrific group on the show tonight. So I appreciate everything. I'm going to cut it dry because I ran a little bit long. So please, till next Tuesday evening, 7 o'clock Pacific time on Facebook on Flagpole Productions, please play hard, play safe, play fair, get out there and play paintball, huh? All right, take it easy.